All right, everybody, welcome back to the channel. So we're doing a quick unboxing here on something that I've been waiting for a long time. So while I'm opening this, I'll go ahead and tell you the story. I started back, I don't know, a couple of years ago, year and a half ago, shooting with a Canon 80D and a DSLR, and then moved up to the EOS R and the mirrorless world, but I never had a really good wide angle lens. You know, I right now I have a 35 1.8, which is a good lens, but it's definitely not a wide angle lens or a wide lens. So I've been waiting a long time for this lens to come out. I was going to buy the EF 16 to 35, but didn't have image stabilization, if I can get that out. And so I wasn't really happy with purchasing it. So finally, this bad boy came out, which I can't wait to open and use because it's going to be my go-to lens from this point forward. The RF 35 1.8 is still a good lens, and I'll probably still use it, but it's definitely not an L lens, and it could definitely be a little sharper, a little clearer. So I just got this in the other day, and it's actually been sitting here for a few days because I haven't had time to open it or shoot a video. Just too busy working. So, you know, that's the problem with being a part-time YouTuber. You got to work. So stuff like this has to wait, even though I was really excited to get it and open it. So no further ado, let me finish cutting this open. And if you watched any of my videos before, you know I struggle with tape and boxes for some reason. I don't know why. Sorry for the loud clicks and bangs. I'll try to process that stuff out. So let me just finish opening this up. Oh, and there it is. The RF 15 to 35 2.8 L USM. And this has the Nano-USM motor. So this should be nice and silent. It's relatively fast at 2.8 and it's image stabilized. Dang, I have trouble with that word tonight for some reason. But oh well. So here it is. I finally got it. It's been like a dream lens for a long time to get a really good wide lens. So the widest I had before this was the 18 to 135, which is an APS-C lens. And the aperture or the speed was like 3.5 to 6.5 or 5.4, something like that. I don't remember. So this is going to be a huge improvement. I'm just so glad I got this thing. So let me clear out this other stuff. And we'll finish opening up the box. So you get the standard Canon documentation. Who cares? You get the relatively nice pouch. Ooh, I'm sure that sounds good on the microphone there. Cardboard. Styrofoam. The lens hood, which is nothing significant. So just keep the glare off or the sun off. And there we go, making loud noises again. I'm sure that'll sound great. Oh, wow, this is a lot bigger and heavier than I thought it would be. Holy moly. Ooh, but this is really nice in the hand. Sorry, got to see what it smells like. So, smells like lightness. So, I'm just so glad I finally got this. Unbelievable. Wow. This thing is just fantastic. I am so glad I got this. So is it overkill for what I do? Absolutely. It's definitely overkill. Do I need to spend, did I need to spend that kind of money on a lens like this? Absolutely not. But it's been a dream lens for years. So I saved up a long time for this and it's finally here. Yeah, I just can't wait to get it on the camera. So if you give me a minute, I'm going to pop this one on and pop the other one off. And let's see how it does with just a regular talking head video in a relatively controlled environment. So stand by and we'll switch this out. All right, so now that we're back, we switched the lenses out. Here's the 35 1.8. You can see how small this looks compared to it. And it's just weird looking at the 15 to 35 because it's huge compared to this. So it really looks like a huge lens staring at me right now, instead of this little thing, which was a lot less conspicuous and not as noticeable. This is going to take some getting used to. This is like a huge lens now. The only thing I had to change, obviously, is I had to turn up my softbox or soft light because I went from 1.8 to a 2.8. So I definitely need to turn up my brightness on my light to compensate for that, losing that stop. There goes my screensaver. Sorry, I'm going to turn that back on just to give it the background some interest. I hate just looking at black screens. So sorry about that. Just had to switch that over. So I'm going to test this out in the next couple of days. I'm going to take it out. The weather is finally going to get better tomorrow. Instead of like today and yesterday, which was in the mid 90s and humid, which was just so gross outside. It was terrible. So I'm going to take this out over the weekend, maybe do some video, do some pictures, do something and see how good this lens really is and give it a workout. I am just so psyched to get this lens. You have no idea. So, like I said before, it's definitely overkill for what I do. I'm definitely not a pro. I'm a amateur, or maybe a mid-level amateur, prosumer type person. Love tech, love gear. So hopefully this will be my go-to lens for years to come. And I'm just so happy to finally have this. So when we come back, you'll see hopefully some outside shots and video, and we'll put this thing through its paces. So stand by and we'll see what we can do with this new lens. Ooh, so excited. Thanks. All right, everybody. So that looks like that's the end of the RF 15 to 35 millimeter lens review. It's just a great lens so far, but obviously I need to use it some more since I've only had it for a week and a half. For one of my follow-on reviews, I'll take it out, do some photography, some videography, check it out. Definitely got some high-end neutral density filters I want to check out on it. So some more coming in the future. I just need the time to go out and shoot it and test out the lens some more. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Please give it a big thumbs up or a big double thumbs down if you didn't like it. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you on the next one. Thanks. Have a great day or night. Happy shooting. Bye.